It's been weeks since the censorship-filled patch was announced for Skullgirls, a move that many fans fought back against. The developers didn't seem to care about our feedback, but people have been very vocal on social media, and now it seems that Steam is protecting them because almost all of the negative reviews put on since this patch's announcement have been marked as off-topic on the platform. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. Now, heading on over to a archive of the original page, let's take a look. This was from July 9th, okay? So this was not very long ago, a couple days ago, and as you can see over on the right side, it was sitting at a overwhelmingly negative for recent reviews, and I have covered Skullgirls in several videos at this point. And in every single one of those, it said overwhelmingly negative. But if we take a look at the Steam store now, this is not the case anymore because it is sitting at a very positive for recent reviews, and for all reviews, an overwhelmingly positive, meaning that magically all of the new, more negative scores have been hidden. Now, if you don't know, Steam has actually had this system in place for quite a while, even though they almost never use it. This is a VG247 article explaining it. It says Steam off-topic review bombs will no longer count towards a game's review score. So we don't know exactly how this is triggered, but from what we understand and from what we have seen, developers themselves have to mark enough of the negative reviews and then it triggers it in a Steam system, and then they all are marked as off topic. So it says, in an effort to squash review bombing on Steam, off topic reviews will no longer count towards the overall game score. It says Valve is working to counter review bombing on Steam by removing what it considers off-topic reviews from the overall review score. Now, of course, this is absurd because they have hidden legitimate reviews because we were criticizing the new altered content that they've pushed with this brand new patch. The negative reviews are still accessible, but you have to jump through hoops on the store page to see them, and let's be honest, most people won't do that. So now if you go to Skullgirls Second Encore, yes, there is a little star next to it that does say this product has experienced one or more periods of off-topic review activity, but they don't specify for, normies how long that is. So they could have had a review bomb 6 months ago, but it doesn't say. So if I was just a normal gamer, a shopper who didn't follow this situation, I'd go, oh, it was probably a long time ago. I'm just going to click it and I'm going to believe these reviews. I hate that Steam is hiding them, not just for this game, but for games in general, because again, in this situation, they're not off topic. The reason why people were leaving negatives is because they have decided in this brand new patch to censor the hell out of the game. And as you can see in the filters, it automatically puts excluding off-topic review activity, so you have to physically shut it off in order to see the, let's be honest, real reviews that have been put onto this. And people on social media have picked up on this situation, and people are furious because it definitely does, of course, look like Steam is trying to protect the developers of this game. And of course, any developers that end up having their games marked with this off-topic review bombing. Heading on over to social media, people are saying things like, well, looks like Autumn Games gave a phone call to Steam about the negative reviews of their product, and now they've listed the negative reviews off-topic. Again, we don't know 100% how this happens, but from what we have heard, the developers have to go in and mark enough of the reviews for it to trigger in the system. Maybe they really did give up a phone call, and maybe they did put in a ticket and say, hey, our game is simply getting review bombed, and then magically Steam was like, okay, let's just mark it this way for you. It's not like we're probably ever really going to know, but clearly now these scores are altered. People are saying things like, in other words, they did the same as YouTube disabling the dislike button, which is very true. Luckily, on YouTube, there are extensions, so you can still see the dislikes on videos. But yeah, I mean, it's just ways for companies to protect other companies. If Steam removes negative reviews, then hopefully someone can file a class action against the devs for cutting content people paid for. This is why people are so upset. It's because we are getting content that we paid for, cut from this game, altered, changed around, and the developers don't even care what people have to say. Like I've mentioned in my other videos, I think it would have been perfectly fine if they added a toggle like Platinum Games did with Bayonetta 3. There is a toggle in that where you can toggle on a censorship mode, and, the outfits and the body proportions of the female characters are toned down a little bit, and that's fine to me because the base game itself isn't censored, but in this case, they don't want to give us options. They just want to do what they think is going to make them look better publicly. There's also some Steam community threads up on this. Now, who knows how long they will actually last, because a lot of the time they get locked, but people are saying things like, so screw all of us who wanted the stuff we paid for, right? This marks the final purchase I will ever make on Steam for the foreseeable future, unless this situation is somehow resolved. Skullgirls censorship reviews have officially been marked as off-topic review activity. This is really sad because Steam obviously is a very big platform and a lot of people do use it. I mean, even I do use it, but over the years I have had to talk about how Steam, yes, has made some very questionable decisions with banning games or forcing developers to tone things down. And in this case, and when it comes to the off-topic review bombing tags they have now, it definitely does seem like they want to protect other companies, and it is just a shitty situation all around. I would have loved if these developers would have changed their mind or given us options with this game, but unfortunately they haven't. It doesn't look like they are going to actually listen to their consumers anytime soon. But yes, if, they decide to revert this, if magically all the negative reviews come back, I will let you guys know that is very unlikely to happen at this point. But yes, it does seem like, there's some shenanigans going on the Steam page with Skullgirls, and the censorship-filled reviews have officially been marked as off-topic. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.